Hello there, we are the National Intelligence Genius Genetic Engineering Research Study Group, or NIGAs for short. Don't hold on. Today, we would like to cover the statistical analysis of movie ratings based off the popular website Rotten Tomatoes. But first, I think someone is a little bit parched.
Hello there. Fancy a drink for only 50 cents? Find it at Mr. Peckham's Snacko.
Americans, we know bloody American movies can suck from time to time, and we know you guys want some references on what to and what to not watch. That's why we're here today, the niggas. You see, we know that you bloody Americans don't know how to tell time because you're too lazy to get onto your feet. Back home myself when we got this own form of reference called common sense. Now, we have developed here, the niggas, a special form of team to specifically go out and research. We call them our research team. I take you now. Now I take you to the actual research team, but first a word from our favorite sponsor.
Snacks, ranging from chips to candy bars.
Can you believe that? He truly loves that statistics class. Let me say, he studies every night just like I do, because I know the only thing good in this life is studying some good old-fashioned bloody American statistics. Thank you so much for the statistics. It's such a beautiful thing statistics class was for me, and it is such a beautiful thing statistics class is for him, because statistics is really the statistical analysis of what we're doing in this project. So now, shall I move on to the next part of this video? Niggas.
Now we go to the real research team.
So today we've been talking about Rotten Tomatoes. The analysis is going to be subjective, and we're going to talk about top rated movies, worst rated movies, and we're going to give an example of Dracula. Dracula and the critics' audience view of the Dracula with a bunch of pie charts and other statistical information. Okay. I have an equation. It is percent of people that like it based on the percent of people who viewed it all over 100. That's percentage. YOLO. YOLO. That'd be funny.
So, I'm going to talk about how a movie gets a rating. So, first of all, viewers and audience base the movie rating on a 5-star scale. Every movie with a 3.5 or higher has a positive, and obviously everyone with a 3.5 or lower has a negative review by the audience. Step 2 is certified critics by New York Times and the newspaper. They rate the movie by positive or negative. The movie gets an overall positive rating if 60% of the critics like it. And you can just read if it's positive or negative based on the article they wrote about the specific movie. So yeah, and then the critics review is on Rotten Tomatoes. So if you want to look for audience review, then you click on the complete movie and it shows audience and critic. And then you decide if you want to watch a movie. So next, we're going to talk about top Rotten Tomato critic/audience movies. The 5 that I chose are Finding Nemo, Toy Story, Jaws, The Godfather, and Airplane, oddly enough. Finding Nemo got a 98%. Toy Story, guess what, got 100. Jaws got a 98, The Godfather 99, and Airplane got 100%, which that surprised me.
Okay, this is a review of Toy Story 3, which got a 99% critic rating. Perry Shaver, TV's Guide, Movie Guide. The whole project is so masterfully conceived and executed that you either go along for the ride or sit in stunned appreciation for how singularly Pixar has maintained control over the creative quality of its output. America.
And now I'm going to show you the top or the worst movies rated by critics and viewers. Let's see, Master of Disguise, which is an all-time classic. I don't know how. The Last Airbender, which is probably one of the newest. I remember watching Zoom, The Perfect Man, and The Next Karate Kid. The Next Karate Kid got, I believe, an 8%, 9%. The Perfect Man, which is a faulty love story, got a 7%. Zoom got about a 5%. The Last Airbender got about a 6%. And Master of Disguise, by audience and critics, got about a 5 or 6%. Worst movies.
Alright, so if you just saw or heard the black man say, he said that one of the worst movies ever made was Master of Disguise. Let's read one of the reviews made on Rotten Tomatoes. So, Jamie Russell from BBC.com said, "Never has so many jokes clunked off the screen to such a silent audience, and never has 80 minutes seemed like such an eternity."
And now a simple math equation. This is a just percentage equation. I rearranged it. It's percent or number of people who watched the movie times the percent of people who liked it divided by 100. And that's how you pretty much come up with the ratings based off of the category I told before.
This video and this random picture of this black nerd was brought to you by our sponsor, the lovely and great Snacko, which you will see right now.
Man, I'm so hungry. I wish there was somewhere I could go. Somewhere I could eat. Snacko.
Snacko. Snacko. Spend your money here. Snacko. Snacko. Spend your money here. Snacko. Affordable snacks. That ad was brought to you by our lovely sponsor Snacko, and now some reviews thanks to Tomatoes. I'm talking, of course, reviews about Rotten Tomatoes. Thank you so much. You're talking about rotten potatoes around here.
Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes.
Right, of course. So this is, of course, the guy you saw studying earlier. This guy is one of our lead niggas. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't like that. You don't like that, my bad. Right, so I was driving my car to the movie theatre thinking, what on earth could I be watching right now? And I pulled out my handy-dandy app and said, I know common sense. But I'm American at this point in time, so I looked up rotten potatoes.
Tomatoes. Tomatoes. Tomatoes.
Gotta pull in more. Rotten potatoes.
Tomatoes. Rotten tomatoes.
Rotten potatoes.
Tomato.
Potato, tomato, potato, tomato. So, I'm driving in my car, and I pull over and I say, I want to watch Ferry. Well, he pulls out his app. Hasn't even got his app ready. You can believe that? He's not even American. Alright, put in your code. Waiting on that apple. He pulls out his app, he shows the camera for some reason, even though I'm watching, and it says right here, 64% for Alexander the Terrible. And I'm like, really? I couldn't tell from the awful previews it was going to be a bloody awful movie. Thank you, America. What are we doing with these awful wire cutters? I could be going and cutting wires for my neighbours, or I could be going and cutting wires for my friends, but no, I'd rather cut a movie wire. Black guy and... with the great app that is here for rotten potatoes.
Tomato. Rotten tomato.
Thank you again. I'm really glad you're here. Get out of frame. So, I'm looking up at Dracula, the untold story. Oh, yet again another Dracula film. Thanks so much, Americans, for your lovely thought of Germany. So, I'm looking at it, 24%. No way, an American film being bad? This is crazy. So, I look at this, say, thank you, Wirecutters, for ending the pain of millions. Thank you so much for helping me decide which movie to ruin that has already ruined the lives of thousands. Thank you so much, Rotten Potatoes.
Tomato. Rotten Tomato.
Thank you one more time. Please get out of my frame. This is my thing. Niggas. So I'm just sitting at home, right? Just sitting there being all like, well, you know what? American films have really ruined my life. And I look at this arrow that I got from a Native American, and I thought, now, where on earth could I go and stab this in the knee of an American movie that's rated so awful not even critics could like it? Well, with the thanks of Rotten Tomato app, Black Hand. Why, thank you yet again, random Black Hand. That isn't the guy who keeps correcting me on potatoes to tomatoes. So, I'm looking at this movie called The Big Bang. Oh no, it's called Bang Bang, not The Big Bang. That'd be a much better film. Now, this one got a 64% apparently by viewers. However, the movie was rated so awful by critics, it was not worth watching. Arrow to the knee on Bang Bang. Thank you, R-rated films in America, for ruining the lives of teens. Thank you so much for helping me find a good place to put this arrow, Rotten Potatoes.
Tomato, right?
I will stab this in your throat. Get out of my frame. Alright, it's been a great pleasure. Thank you so much for watching our video about the statistics of Rotten Potatoes. So, now that this is all over, the good old-fashioned team can get right back to work. And we have a small video of what we're going to be working on next. So stay tuned for that. And thank you once again.
Something to happen with that. There's no other reason for me to crawl all the way over there. I was trying to find the secrets. I really want to be very thorough about this.
I'm going to it. No, I died. Now my life has been ruined. I just spent 16 hours trying to get to level 80. Well, on the bright side, I can go out and see an awful American film. But which film is the worst of them all? Which film was so god-awful, not even Michael Bay could make it awful? That's why I have the app. The Rotten Tomato app that I wanted to say potato so bad, but I don't want that man in my film anymore. So, Rotten Tomato app, random Black Hand, please. Thank you. See what you did get here. So, by most viewers who went to see it, 22%. Well, that seems like an American film for you. Thank you so much, Rotten Potato app. Oh my god.
Tomato, right?
I will stab you in the knee.
Tomato.
With the arrow I just put down. Thanks again, Rotten Tomatoes, for making my life more easy to see awful films and good films from Great Britain, the greatest filmmaking country in the... Oh dear. Sorry, I just looked at the ratings for At World's End. I'm ashamed of myself.